Okay, I think it is. We're just about, I'll be there at 5 o'clock. I'm standing behind the camera now. Danella's here. Fiona is over by the computer. I'm hoping that Jeanette shares this onto my homepage, my regular Facebook page. But looks like we're going live. Do you see it there yet?
No. Which page is it?
This is the one that's going to be on. Yes. Okay, there we are. Hello, everybody. I think it's almost 5 o'clock, so I'm going to start the show pretty soon. I have an audience of my wife and my daughter Fiona. My wife, Danny. Say hi, Danny.
Hello!
And Fiona is over here being very cool on her devices. And my dog is Sam is over here too. But Sam, oh, you know what? Sam's going to bark at somebody, isn't he? During a really quiet song, he's going to bark at somebody. Anyway, here we are, quarantined and hunkering down. I wrote a new song for the situation that we're all in, and I'm going to do it a little later. I'm going to wait till the stragglers get in. I know Hillary Rollins is all over the place, and anyway, so I'm going to start off with a song that's the opening song from my new CD, new meaning 2018, called Keep Letting Go, and produced by Greg Prestipino. And I'm going to start it right about now. This song has a little different meaning now with what we're going through. Charts is the new normal. Paradigms will shift. Cut a path through all the brambles. Common ground will lift. We're here to find our place in time and let our minds run free. We're on the edge of tomorrow. We're on the edge of discovery. We will stand with the dreamers, unafraid of what we'll see. We're on the edge, you and me. Just out there is an incredible something waiting to be known. Take my love, take my love, take my love, warm like a jacket. Let it feel like home. There's at least an even chance that we might make some history. We're on the edge of tomorrow. We're on the edge of the comery. We will stand with the dreamers, unafraid of what we'll see. We're on the edge, you and me. Thank you. Thank you. My audience.
Gary!
All right. So anyway, that's what we've started it out. I've got a bunch of stuff behind me. Some of it has to do with some friends of mine, which I'll introduce later. And I've got a guitar here. I've got Charles Bukowski there singing in the RCA 44 microphone that the Jack Benny actually used to use at radio recorders on Santa Monica Boulevard, if anybody cares about trivia like that. What else do I have here? I have the Jack in the Box guy, so he's watching the show. And also, this is a great album that I thought was really cool. I've never listened to it, but it just looks great. It's background music, light and lively background music, just like what we all want. Music that people don't pay attention to. Ha! All right. So, I'm going to grab the guitar here. Did I tune it? Let me see if I tuned it. I don't know if I did. Sort of. How's everybody doing out there? Has everybody hunkering and down in place? Fairly much in tune. All right, so I'm going to do a song now that I did recently. I'm in this great songwriting workshop with Lauren Adams and Amy Engelhardt and a bunch of other people, so I wrote this in this tune. It's sort of about the way life is. Let me know if you can hear everything okay. Life is hard and kind of long. Best intentions turn out wrong. Sometimes it seems it's all one big snafu. Greedy landlords, needy kin. Look at this mess we're living in. But at least I get to share it all with you. Termites and tax collectors ate us up like a Hannibal Lecter. But we've endured 1,000 such attacks. So who could blame us if we just want to relax? Let's grow old and fat together. We can get through that together. Let me pour you one more glass of wine. Let's get cranky, slow and old together. Put loneliness on hold together. Two lives living it one day at a time. My complaints are myriad, and you've outlived your last period. But we take whatever's coming down the pipe. Payphones, fax machines, and pagers. Ungrateful, mean teenagers. They're damn lucky they made it out alive. Golden years, they ain't so golden, but somehow the roof is pretty much holding. And now you can get replacements for your parts. But no one can replace you in my heart. Let's grow old and fat together. We've been through more than that together. Let me pour you one more glass of wine. Let's veg out and get high together. Spitting troubles eye together. Two lives living it one day at a time. Was my betting on the horses and all our almost divorces. Times you're with someone and yet you feel alone. Though we inherit no blueprint and we did not read the fine print, somehow we built a somewhat happy home. Call it a blessing, not a curse. There's bad stuff, but it could be worse. But now we keep our heads up high like a giraffe. Now it only seems to hurt when I laugh. Let's grow old and fat together. We say, how about that together? Let me pour one more half glass of wine. Let's get cranky, slow, and old together. Put loneliness on hold together. Two lives living it one day at a time. Two lives living it. Two lives giving it. Two lives we're betting on. Two lives getting on. Two lives walking here. Two lives talking here. Two hearts living life one day at a time. Oh yeah. Two hearts living life one day at a time.
Woo! Yeah!
Thank you. That's semi-autobiographical, but anyway. So how's everybody doing out there? We got some people on.
Yeah, you got some people on
Yeah, lots of people, and we got Hallie.
Oh, Hallie's here. Hi, Hallie.
And we got Michael Franks.
Oh,
Spencer,
Michael Franks. Awesome.
Stephen
Who
Michael
else?
Schwartz, Spencer.
Spencer Green. Spencer Green is here. Who
we
is
got so many
Hal
people.
Philip
We
Walker
have
on Facebook?
Coleman.
Coleman is here.
My brother
Coleman, I'm going to
Mark.
try to do beer later, so but I've never played it before, so I'm going to try to do it. Coleman DeKay's a friend of mine. We wrote many things together. I worked on the TV show with Penn and Teller together called Sin City Spectacular in 98, 99, where I had a full orchestra and band and dancers and everything like that. It was the greatest thing in the world. And so we're writing a show with another guy named Paul Sanchez. It's a animated version of The Nutcracker that has nothing to do with Tchaikovsky's music, because, you know. So anyway, I might play one of the songs from that. Let's see what I have on my... I'm going to do this. Now, my wife over here, Danny, has said to me many times, why don't you do a song about me? So I tried to say that... What's that?
So where's my song?
Where's yours? I just sang about you. Ungrateful, mean teenager. She's not a teenager anymore. Fiona is my daughter. She's a great gal. And my other daughter, Savannah's not here, but
Feel free
I
to
also...
Venmo me.
I love you, honey. Venmo Fiona. She would like to be Venmoed. You don't have to, she's our charity. We do have a charity that they call the Get Together Foundation that you can contribute to, and that is the Tribe, the group that I play with a lot. We do a lot of benefits for them, and they are doing many things for the homeless. Number one of which is trying to get them hand washing kits, and trying to keep the infection from spreading in our large homeless population here in LA. So it's a great thing to do. And my friend Lori Reamer is very involved in that, and so please contribute if you want to contribute something on that. So anyway, this is the song that I wrote about my wife Danny. In a trance at first glance, I start falling like summer rain in the sun. Then I part with my heart, I go all in. That's how we two became one. And even when our souls get tried, there's not one day goes by when I'm not glad that I said I do. For I still love you, even after all this time. I'm so glad that you are mine. And I will love you, whatever life may put us through. I will still love you. Hand in hand we make plans to grow on and see how high we can climb. Though some years we go on, taking one day at a time. And even when we're on a roll, there's so much we can't control, but worries fade away each time I hold you. And I still love you, though at times my future past seems like it's running by so fast. And I will love you, even if you break my heart in two, I will still love you. Though at times we quarrel some, we've surely had our fun. We built a dream and made it come true. And I still love you, even after all this time. I'm so glad that you are mine. And I will love you, whatever life may put us through. One thing I know is true, I will still love you.
Woo!
Thank you.
Yeah, baby.
Thank you. My audience, my doggy's over here. Sam, you'll have to stick your head over here at some point, Sam. Sam is looking out the window because I'm
Hey,
sure
Sam.
there's important people he has to bark at. So let's see what else I have over here. Oh, I have a little Purell, some Purell. Okay, everybody needs their Purell. By the way, the recipe for quarantinis is 3 parts vodka, 1 part Purell, shaken, not stirred. That's a quarantini. I hope you're all drinking it out there. So I'm going to do, now what am I going to do? Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I assume that my friend Stephen Banks is on here. Stephen Banks is a great friend of mine, and one of the cleverest and best artists that I know. He was actually a mime during that 15 minutes in 1970s when mime was cool. And he studied, real mime and did the whole thing. And he now does a character called Billy the Mime, which was featured in the movie The Aristocrats, which is about the world's dirtiest joke being told by every comedian that you can think of. And he actually did the joke, which is the dirtiest joke ever, in Whiteface Mime. Oops, there we go. Tighten this up. I do this mic because some people on some of the other home shows had said that the balance of the instrument and the voice was not good enough. So hopefully this is sounding okay. So Stephen's dad was named Harlan, and Stephen is a great guy. He has a great marriage. He has a great life, and one of the things that I always wondered, if I have a normal family life, will I still be able to be a creative person out there? This is back when I was in my 30s. But he had this amazing marriage and this amazing family and great grandparents and all that stuff. So he was kind of an inspiration to me and still is. And his dad, Harlan, was a great guy. And Alan, Stephen's brother, Alan Banks, does handyman work for us around the house sometimes. And he told me this story about his dad. And I thought it was such a cool story that I made a song out of it. I wrote this song when I was at doing some work at Harriet Schock's songwriting class. She's a good friend of mine, so if Harriet's out there, shout out to her. He's one of the greatest generation. Served his country, then came back to make his way. Every morning Harlan gets up, combs his hair, puts on his glasses, and gets ready for another working day. Once a blue-eyed beauty set his heart a-pounding. Harlan thought, I'm gonna make that gal my wife. So we bought a little house, carried her across the threshold, and together they began a brand new life. Then 1, 2, and 3, they became a family. Every one of them filled Harlan with such pride, and he would keep them safe and sound with his girl right by his side. He knows that love has a job to do. True love has a job to do. And with every single breath, he will do his level best. For love has a job to do. He'd fix their bikes and help them with their homework. He and his girl drove them down to Disneyland. And when they got a banged up knee, or some kid would try to hurt them, they knew Mom and Dad were always close at hand. From grade school to colleges to weddings, as they left and started families of their own. He missed them so, but he felt fine, 'cause he had his girl beside him. With his love for her, he'd never be alone. So on and on the years would roll, but time would take its toll. She'd forget a thing or two now and then, but he'd just smile and take her hand and remind her once again, because love has a job to do. True love has a job to do. And with every single breath, he will do his level best. For love has a job to do. I'm going to start that guitar solo again. One day he came to bring his girl the morning coffee, like he'd done at least 1,000 times before. He touched her cheek, spoke her name, and put the cup back on the table. He could tell she wouldn't need it anymore. He looked down at the stone, her name was carved upon it, and he knew she needed him for one more chore. So he stood up straight and tall, combed his hair, put on his glasses, bought some polish and a brush down at the store. Now every week all on his own, he polishes that stone, so proud of how it's shining in the sun, making sure his girl's the brightest one. A good man's work is never done, for he knows love has a job to do. True love has a job to do. And with every single breath, he will do his level best. For love has a job to do. True love has a job to do. And as long as he may live, he'll give all he has to give. For love has a job. Oh, to do. He's one of the greatest generation. Thank you. Yeah, that's I sang that song actually at Stephen's dad Harlan's funeral. I also sang it at his wife's funeral, at the woman who it's about, Patsy. And I learned something. I learned this actually way back when my mom died, and I sang at hers. The secret, if you're a singer and you want to figure out how not to just bawl all over the place and cry and sob through your song, don't look at any faces. When I looked at a face, the minute I would look at a face, I would start to well up. So I just kind of looked above the crowd, and I was able to get through it that way. And, also digging into your heel. I messed up on the guitar solo. I'm going to blame my dog, because my dog was looking outside, because it was evidently something that he really needed to bark at. And he didn't. Thank you, Sam, for not barking. So let's see. What am I doing next? Oh, hey, I know what I'm going to do. Spencer Green is online. Spencer Green's a guy that I wrote I've written 2 full musicals with, and a shitload of other funny songs, and I got to put lyrics out because I haven't done this for a while. But we did a show called Bumper Sticker, and what that was a set in an LA or urban traffic jam where you couldn't move anywhere, and everybody was really angry, and all they could do was look straight ahead at the bumper in front of them and see whatever bumper stickers on there. And the songs were all about that. We had songs like Honk If You Love Jesus, and Have You Hugged Your Kid Today, and Practice Random Acts of Kindness, things like that. And so this song was from there, and it's about that. You see that thing right up there? Is that in the video? You don't need to move it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
It's it's those bumper stickers that go "I heart my dog," whatever it is, car, and anything like that. And we just decided just to make it about that little iconic figure there, 1 letter and a symbol. So that's really what this song is about, and I'm going to do it right now. I heard my mom, I heard my dad, I heard my townhouse, every pet I've ever had. I heard the way I tell you from my heart. I heart, I heart, I heart. I heard the Steelers, I heard my son. I heard Kate Hudson, maybe I'm the only one. I heard this feeling that I've had from the start. I heart, I heart, I heart. Words can be confusing, thoughts can cloud your head, complications and complexities galore. So I just keep on using this idea instead. Less is more. Less is more. I heard my iPad, I heard my bed, I heard my Netflix, 'cause I can binge watch Walking Dead. I heard my emotions that set me miles apart. I heart, I heart, I heart. I heard Obama, I heard Les Mis, I heard my cell phone, every stupid Facebook quiz. I heard this notion, though it's not all that smart. I heard, I heard, I heard. I heard this country, I heard the earth, and every atom, I heard each one for all it's worth. I heard every gesture that turns life into art. I heart, I heart, I heart. Everything's ironic. gift just lay unopened on the floor. But something this iconic makes it crystal clear. Less is more. Less is more. I heart each moment. I heart each day. Each valiant journey and all the crap along the way. I heart this existence so much it's off the chart. I heart, I heart, I heart. It means love, this symbol of my heart. I heart. Thank you.
Woo!
Spencer Green is one of the funniest people that I know, and he's also a very big Luddite, doesn't like technology. We have done musicals together where I've wanted him to do publicity, but he will insist on being Hal Philip Walker on Facebook. And the reason for that, the name comes from the character of, I think it was it Henry Gibson in Nashville, I think it was. But so it makes it's sort of like one of my dear friends is Billy Mooney, and he was the old kid from Lost in Space. He's watched Bill Mooney. Oh man, I love Bill Mooney. You know what I should have done? He's got a great song that he doesn't do called "I'm Just a Grown-Up Child Star," but he's also one of the nicest people that I met. If anybody deserves their fame, it's Bill Mooney, and hello to you and Eileen. And what was I going to say about that? Oh yeah, we were in a band called the Generators for a long time with the dear late Miguel Ferrer and David Jolliffe, who was the redheaded kid in Room 222, if you remember that. We used to play every month and Rusty's Surf Ranch out at the Santa Monica Pier, and so Billy called the band the Generators. Now this was a time when records were still there, and he spelled it with a J, which ensured that no one was going to be able to find it in any record bins. But some people did, and we sold a lot of records, and we did some fun gigs, and had like people like Steve Lukather sit in with us, and Sean Cassidy, and it was great fun. So Bill is out there, man. I love you. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing all right in the plague times. Danny is going to do a little thing and announce to her mom.
My mom finally got on.
This is for Betty Hoffman. Hi, Betty.
Hi, Mom.
That's my mother-in-law.
I'm glad you got on.
The best mother-in-law that anyone could have. And she is the last of all of our parents. So, because all of mine are gone. And she's my only mother right now. And I actually am the patriarch of my family now. I am the oldest member of my family. So I am the patriarch. So there should be busts of me everywhere. Don't you think? Let's see, what other things do I have? Oh, I went to my doctor's once, and you know, certain medical companies, when they have medicines or something like that, creams, you know, they give you some swag. They give the doctors some swag. So I saw this piece of swag there, my doctor's. It's the Fleet In A Man. So I believe somebody should make a cartoon out of this. I think we should do a theme of it. So In A Man is sitting here too, so I hope you enjoy that.
Rick Astor's watching.
Rick Astor is watching. Oh, good. Well, this gives me a chance to do this song. I'm waiting to do my new song until my friend Hillary got on, because she has so many friends that she has to
Hillary's on, but
Hillary's
she's had
on.
trouble, so she might be off now.
Oh no!
Stephen
Don't.
Banks requested this Christmas.
Oh my God! Am I going to do a cover? How much? Where am I on time-wise?
42 minutes. Now.
Okay. I may not get to this Christmas only because I got to get to some other stuff. Ouch! I just hit myself in the mouth. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna not even worry about my guitar thing being out. This is a song about friends, and I wrote it about my friend Rick Astor, but it winds up being about all the friends in my life and all the people who've come through, and a lot of the people who are on right now. You've been around for for more than half my life, long before I even met my wife. Members only jackets, skinny ties, always busting balls and cracking wines. Sometimes we drank too much and drove too fast, but those wild days are mostly in the past. Now we're watching both our families grow, and it feels pretty good to know someone who'll share the good times, help you bear the bad, like to see you happy, but will take you when you're sad, right there when you need them, sometimes when you don't, but when everyone forgets you, they're the ones who won't, the ones who knew you when. That's the definition of a friend. You and I have done things we both regret, things we'd mostly just as soon forget. Sometimes we bring it up and we just laugh, others they don't know that. Like the time you almost lost it all, I was there to help you break your fall. And all those times I acted selfishly, still somehow you saw the best in me. Someone who'll share the good times, help you bear the bad, likes to see you happy, but will take you when you're sad, right there when you need them, and sometimes when you don't, but when everyone forgets you, they're the ones who won't. They're through thick and thin, that's the definition of a friend. Friends like you made me who I am today, and I remember those we lost along the way. These days not much seems constant and true, that's why I'm glad that I've had someone like you. Likes to see you happy, but will take you when you're sad, right there when you need them, sometimes when you don't, but when everyone forgets you, they're the ones who won't, in it till the end. That's the definition of a friend. Oh, they're through thick and thin, that's the definition of a friend. Ooh.
Woo! Yeah, baby.
Thank you. Thanks to all my friends that are here. I really
Yeah,
appreciate it. So I'm going to do
We
a
have
new
we have
song.
Sarah Decay.
We have who?
Sarah Decay watching from France.
Oh, hey, Sarah, how are you? Oh, my gosh. All right, I'm going to have to attempt that beer song in a minute, because Sarah Decay, one of the most, Coleman Decay is incredibly smart, incredibly well-read. His sister makes him look like a mental dwarf as she does all of us. She's an amazingly educated and urbane and wonderful person, and her husband, who's Coleman's brother-in-law, Misha Chemyakin, is, I think, one of the most amazing and true artists I've ever met in my life. I went to their chateau in France. He had his sculptures all over the place, these metal sculptures outside. There's a famous sculpture he did of Peter the Great in St. Petersburg, Russia, that you got to look it up, because it's amazing. It has him sitting in a chair with this kind of small head. It's unbelievably beautiful. And he just, Misha, if he's watching, great. If not, Sarah, tell Misha I miss all you guys. So anyway, I'm going to do this new song. This is a brand new song I need lyrics for, and I wrote this song with my friend Greg Prestipino. Greg Prestipino is a great musician, songwriter. He wrote, ain't nothing gonna break my stride, ain't nothing gonna hold me down. That's a little high for me. But anyway, he wrote that. He also, he's been in the business forever. He used to write with Andrew Gold and work with him and everything like that. And he also was the original background singer on Midnight at the Oasis. Now, I was totally in love with Maria Muldaur, so I'm jealous of that credit, and I love him, and he's great. He produced my album, which, as I said in one of my promos, is obviously his most influential, most important credit. And he on his Facebook page, he said, the title of this, I'm not going to tell it to you yet, and I said, that would make a good song. And so he said, yeah, it should be a funk tune. And I wrote it like a Gary Stockdale tune, so it didn't turn out to be a funk tune, but it's... I hope you like it. Here it is. We're huddled together, my baby and me, doing our best to stay pathogen free till we reach herd immunity. We're hunkered, bunkered. I'm bummed I can't hang with my friends anymore, but our weed guy just left a bag at the door, and Better Call Saul's got one season more. We're hunkered, we're bunkered, hunkered and bunkered and high as a kite, doing our part to stay clean out of sight. Times will be tough, but we'll get by. Some folks didn't listen, they called it a hoax. They laughed and made all kind of jokes, but they might not be laughing when grandmother croaks. We're hunkered and bunkered. The tests, they are coming, oh I'm sure that's true. Masks and inhalers for me and for you. I hope that they get here before we turn blue. We're hunkered, we're bunkered, hunkered and bunkered all day and all night. No place to go, but that's alright. Times will be tough, but we'll get by. Hunkered and bunkered and high. Hunkered and bunkered, all snuggled up tight. We might just rediscover each other tonight. Here we go. We're in this together, it's you and I. Yeah, we're hunkered past the reefer and rye, and bunkered, maybe just the apple pie. Hunkered and bunkered, not drunk as a skunkard, but hunkered and bunkered and high. Just you and me and the dog. Oh, I found some toilet paper. Woohoo! Thank you. That's a new song. I forgot where I was going one place in the middle of it, but I hope it made the point. And thanks to Greg Prestipino for writing it with me. So I'll probably I'll record that and put it on Facebook pretty soon. And where are we at time-wise?
51 minutes.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Pat,
So here I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to do that a beer song for a second here. I don't know how much I'll get through it. This is from this Nutcracker musical. I'm gonna mess it up terribly, but here we go. I gotta do it in a German accent too. Bier, 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 as German as Goethe und Mann. In times of toils and troubles, its bright bubbles cheer you Red wine keeps French people hopping like frogs, impolite folks might say. But hop should be just for the brewing. They don't know what they're doing. They need beer, beer, beer. Liquid gold that is pouring so clear. Bring some sausage and kraut, pour each bottle all out and go mad with our magical beer. Irish whiskey makes Clancy short-tempered. His Irish gets up right away. With no provocation, that laddie breaks the noses of Seamus and Paddy. They need beer, 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 loved by Bach and Beethoven and Weil. In times of toils and troubles, its bright bubbles make you smile. Yes, beer, beer, beer. Give me zwei, give me drei, give me vier. Bring some sausage and kraut, pour each bottle all out and go mad for a magical beer. Had enough? I'll do one more. In Moscow, Ivan drinks vodka. He starts before breakfast each day. By tea time, he's blind, drunk, and staring like a paralyzed herring. They need beer, beer, beer. From Bremen to Berlin to Bonn. In times of toils and troubles, its bright bubbles cheer you on. Ah, beer, beer, beer. Give me zwei, give me drei, give me vier. Bring some sausage and kraut, pour each bottle all out and go mad for my magical beer. No more Sturm, no more Drang. You can never go wrong having fun with our wonderful beer. How horrible was that on a scale of 1 to 10? I have not had a chance to practice on that at all. I apologize, Sarah. I got through it a little bit, though. But anyway, so this project is going to actually get made as an animated movie, and so we're very excited about it. So let me see. What did I do with my set list? Did I throw it away? No, there it is.
Hallie says play When It Comes From
Oh,
the
yes.
Heart.
I'm playing a song for Hallie that a lot of you probably have never heard who have heard my shows before. I won't go into a long explanation about it, but the skeptic and atheist that you all know me for, I was once in an organization called Summit. It was sort of like EST, and I was in it for a while. And I used to write some songs for it. And also another guy that was in it was Alan Rich, who's an amazing songwriter and wrote a huge hit song for Whitney Houston, whose name I can't remember, so somebody will put it across the thing.
And we have people from Taiwan and Ireland, too.
Wow, we have people from Taiwan and Ireland. Yes, my friend from Ireland, when I did the Star Trek convention over there. I performed the 50th Star Trek anniversary over in Birmingham, England, thanks to my friend Vaughn Armstrong, who was a continuing character on some of the Star Trek things, and I watched, that's a crazy thing. That's a whole other story. I'm just spinning all over myself. There's a great joke that goes like this. It has to do with a banjo. Oh, my wife's saying, shut up and sing.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Stop talking.
Anyway, I wrote this with Alan Rich. There's a world of people who go on just living day to day, looking to find their way, spending their life searching for a dream they'll never ever find, till they look inside. When it comes from the heart, then it's all in our hands. And there's so much to share when we show that we care for one another. You see, love is all that it takes. You can feel what a difference it makes. You'll know it right from the start when it comes from the heart. Take a look around you. Don't you see the magic in our eyes? That's when you realize the more you give to people, the more it makes you feel like you belong. And they can't be wrong. When it comes from the heart, then it's all in our hands. And there's so much to share when we show that we care for one another. You see, love is all that it takes. You can feel what a difference it makes. You'll know it right from the start when it comes from the heart. Don't hold back your feelings. You got to let them show. And if you're with someone you love, time to now is time to let them know. When it comes from the heart, then it's all in our hands. And there's so much to share. You gotta show that you care for one another. You see, love is all that it takes. You can feel what a difference it makes. You'll know it right from the start when it comes from the heart. You'll know it right from the start when it comes from the heart. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, I'm going to do another song here on the keyboard. This is a song that I do a whole lot, and I like it, and a lot of people like it, and considering the fact of what we're going through right now, it might have a little more meaning as it is, so. I wrote a little song to say I don't think I know how to write a song. 'Cause I still write bad similes like a bird in hand is like the day is long. Started a career, but all I do is worry I have no career. I get invited to a party, and all I'm thinking is, what am I doing here? When I seem to be most comfortable, I'm really wishing I was still in bed. I'm always so surprised folks don't realize I'm just hanging by a thread. Shouldn't it be easier by now? Shouldn't I have this down? Shouldn't I be shining through, collecting all my royalties? Shouldn't I be sure that I know how? Shouldn't I own this town? Shouldn't I be able to depend on all my loyalties and friends? Shouldn't it be easier by now? When I talk opinions, I jump right off the deep end like a jerk. I'm bad at self-promotion and I sound desperate when I talk about my work. Ask me what I'm doing, all that I can do is tell you what I did. I try to avoid mistakes my folks made, but I think I might be screwing up my kid. When I think I found the perfect way, somehow I still wind up lost in space. Like a house without a floor, a sea without a shore. Trying not to lose the human race. Shouldn't it be easier by now? Shouldn't I have this down? Shouldn't I be shining Shouldn't it be easier? Shouldn't it be easier by now? Shouldn't I have this down? Shouldn't I be shining through, collecting all my royalties? Shouldn't I be sure that I know how? Shouldn't I own this town? Shouldn't I be able to depend on all my loyalties and friends? Shouldn't it be easier by now? Easier by now. Nobody promised me a rose garden. Still, it should be easier by now. Oh, easier. Oh, so much easier. All right, where are we? Are we close to the end?
We are at 1 hour, so.
Okay, I'm going to do one more song and then hang it up. So is that okay with everybody? I hope so. If anybody
We
has to
have a
run.
lot of Summit in the house.
Run. Oh, good. Hey. Yeah, that's why I love my Summit people.
Jerry O in the house.
Oh, Jerry. Hi, Jerry. So I'm going to do one more song and then we'll hang it up here. But this song is especially... If you were born before 1950, if you were born before 1965, you'll understand exactly what this song is about. If you were not born, if you were born after 65, like my wife, you won't realize that a world like this existed.
I wasn't born after 60.
Well, close enough. But if she was born in 65, I just gave my wife's age away. Oh my God. Anyway, so there's a place in it where I'm going to have these people clap. So you have to clap too. You have to clap too. If you want to clap at home, it might come as a Pavlovian response because of if you grew up as a baby boomer like we did. So those of you who are younger, this is what the world was like. Maybe Europe is still like that some places, but I don't even think Europe is anymore. Growing up in the 60s, from the baby boom, seemed like every door would lead to a smoke-filled room. From Pall Malls to Lucky Strikes, everyone was lighting up. Everywhere you looked, everybody was smoking. TV hosts had ashtrays on the table every night. They'd take a drag and then exhale to time the joke just right. Bud Collyer, on to tell the truth, waxed eloquent for Salem's. Ed Sullivan sold larks, twixt Ballet Russe and Jackie Mason. More doctors smoked camels than any other cigarette. But you needn't walk a mile, they sold them everywhere you went. Us tear-eating smokers would rather fight than switch. With one black eye, two black lungs, now everybody spit. Smoking. Everybody was smoking. Some thought menthol helped the medicine go down sweet and slow. But Marlboro men did not go in for all that rigmarole. Take a puff, it's springtime, oh, it's a frolic in the woods. Sorry, Winston tastes good like a cigarette should. Oh, the entire audience here clapped. It was unbelievable. It was like huge. Those skinny guys who played in all those guitar bands stuck the stick right on the neck while they were busy with their hands. Black folks got the word, come all the way up to cool. It was okay for them to smoke, but maybe not to go to school. But soon equal rights came also for the so-called weaker sex. You come a long way, baby. Well, come on, smoke this cigarette. Blow some smoke into her face, man. She'll be putty in your hands, and you can share another one day I noticed when I smoked a cig outside, all the other folks were inside, still cozy, warm, and dry. I started smoking to be in, to be like, dig me, I'm cool. So how come I'm out here freezing, feeling like a fool? So I stopped. I went cold turkey. I never even snuck a puff. Though I'll say for a while, hey, it was pretty goddamn rough. Still I quit those whats, those butts, those stinking cigarettes. Though I admit I've not quit smoking certain other things just yet. Although smoking is less hip now in the good old USA. Think R.J. Reynolds will just slip out, tuck its tail and run away. No, they got market share in China, Indonesia and Ukraine. The names haven't changed, but the smoke screen remains. Smoking, everybody was smoking. Filter, flavor, flip top box, smoking. You get a lot to like when you're smoking. Thank you very much.
You can have one more.
A what?
I think you should finish with something and thank
That was the
everybody.
finish. Wasn't that the right finish?
No, I think we should do one more.
Oh, okay. I think I'll do the title tune from my latest CD that was produced by Greg Prestipino, and we did a CD release party on this where we actually had a huge crowd. It was fabulous, but Stephen Banks wasn't able to get in. So I don't know why, but anyway, that's the way it is. Thank you so much. This is a whole new era for everybody. I know some people have done concerts online before. This is my first one. I really want to thank you all for being here. It was an amazing thing for me. It's a little scary, and that makes it fun. So I'm going to do some more of these. I'm doing a place called Harry's and Emmy's next week, and so I'll be talking about it. So I want to thank my beautiful wife, there she is, Danelle Stockdale, yay! And my daughter Fiona, you want to come over here and be seen? This is my fabulous daughter Fiona, and I wish my daughter Savannah could be here. I love my daughter Savannah too. She's a great, she's an EDM artist and records under the name Hades, but the A is upside down, so it's HVDES. So if you want to see what my daughter Savannah does, go see that. Anyway, so thank you so much. I love you all, and thanks. Appreciate it. That I've lost filled up all the rooms in my head. Might have to move them outside to the shed. Might have to leave all those failures behind, feasting so much as they live in my mind. There was that time when my friend told me right from the start, buddy, I've got your best interest at heart. Then he went off and took the other guy's side. It's hard not to think of it, God knows I tried. But I keep letting go, I keep letting go. I let the bitter winds blow, I just keep letting go. That guy in that book says I got the magical key, and I'll give it to you if you just follow me. But there are some people we kinda despise, who put their heads on a stick like the Lord of the Flies. And there were those nights when my little head led me astray, and I almost threw my whole family away. not off the war. Just like the fella who lived there before. We thought that this one might break up the game. Still hoping for change, but so much is the same. Lying awake, wondering how to keep food on the plate. This starting all over comes just a bit late. Well, if I'm going nowhere, at least I'm going there fast. I may not be the first, but I won't be the last. Gonna keep letting go. I keep letting go. I let the bitter winds blow. I just keep letting go. I keep letting go. I keep letting go. I let the bitter wind blow. Just keep letting go. Stay safe out there, everybody. Love you. Thank you so much. Take care. Shelter in place.